There's this city that hits you the second you arrive, partly because it feels unlike anywhere else and partly because you're suddenly 12,000 feet in the air trying to remember how to breathe. Up here, everything feels different. You float across the city on the Teleférico, wander through the Witches Market area, and somehow end up cheering at a Cholita Wrestling match in Alto like you've lived here for years. Add in a chill park day in Sopocachi, a visit to the wild landscapes of Valle de la Luna, and a whole lot of breathless hill climbing. And this is La Paz, high altitude energy with a whole lot of personality.
We're two former educators who traded the classroom for the open road. After years of teaching about the world, we set out to experience it for ourselves, exploring new places, tasting local flavors, and connecting with people and cultures across the globe. Through our travels, we share stories that inspire curiosity and make the world feel a little bit closer for everyone. Subscribe and join our journey today.
So we're 1 month down through our 3-month journey here through the continent of South America. So after spending 1 month in Peru, we finally made it to
Bolivia.
And so we're here in the city of La Paz, which is the
highest capital city in the entire world.
And so we're going to explore this city, but let's give you a few facts about the city. So again, it's the highest capital city in the world. On average, it sits at about 3,869 meters. So that's the equivalent of 12,693 feet. So just to give you an example of how high that is, it's about 200 to 300 feet higher than Mount Fuji in Japan.
Yeah.
And so we're pretty up there. However, after being in
Cusco and the Sacred Valley, which are also at high elevation, we are somewhat acclimated to the altitude, even though we are still getting out of breath walking up hills or even having conversations sometimes. We need to just take a second to take a big breath. But
so we're here and we're going to explore the city. And what are some of the things we're going to see while we're here in the city?
Well, the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to take the Teleférico, which is a cable car system that was just created about 11 years ago. It is a way for people to commute throughout the city. The city has a lot of traffic, so one of the reasons why it was built was to combat the traffic and to make the travel time shorter. So usually it would take like an hour or an hour and 20 minutes to get somewhere, and with the Teleférico systems, it'll take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes to travel that same distance.
That's true, and the system was also built because La Paz is also connected to El Alto, which is a city that's at a higher altitude and has actually a larger population than La Paz. So this La Paz and El Alto would be considered a metropolitan area. But the people in La Paz, or in El Alto, should I say, are a little more marginalized in terms of the communities. So it provides them access to La Paz. And they provide discounts for the elderly, students. And so it is also important because it has a hint of social inclusion in it. That Teleférico allows the people of El Alto to have access to La Paz, which of course is an area where there's a lot of work here. A lot of jobs, a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that Teleférico is important to this entire region here.
Yeah, so we're gonna take that today and we're gonna go to the historic district. And we're going to see some historical sites. We're going to go to the Witches Market and a few other things. We're going to take you guys along with us.
Yeah, so again, we'll take the Teleférico there. Mm-hmm. So the Teleférico has 11 different lines. It started out with 3 back in 2014, but as of now, they have roughly 11 lines. So we're probably going to take which line?
Either the blue line or the yellow line. It depends on
where we're actually headed.
Yeah, so we're gonna figure that out. I mean, it is our first day here and we haven't really had the time to really figure it out, but once we get there, we'll ask questions and we'll take you guys along with us onto the Teleférico. I think this Teleférico or cable car system is actually the highest cable car system in the entire world. So it's gonna be really interesting to be on it because it is really high up. And like, it's so mountainous here, and we'll show that to you later. It's like we're kind of in a valley right now in La Paz, and all around it are these mountains, and the Teleférico kind of just brings you up. So it'll be really interesting to see. And I think it'll give us a really good vantage point of the entire city below us.
Exactly. So as we make our way up these hills in Sopocachi, you can see that they're extremely steep. I apologize for the heavy breathing, but I don't think anybody's making it up these hills without breathing this way. And if you pan across the street, you can probably see a local. Everybody moves slow. If you're coming downhill, you're probably moving a little faster. But those who are walking up, they're moving pretty slow, just like myself. But we're making our way to the yellow line. I believe we're going to transfer over to the red line, and then we'll make our way over to the Witches Market. So we just got off the yellow line, headed up toward Alto, and now we're going to catch the red line to make it to about 10 to 12 minutes away from the center, and then we'll take a walk into Mercado de Brujas and just check out the view here.
So we just got off the yellow line, and now we're on the silver line, and then we're most likely going to get on the purple line. We're not really sure how this all works, but the views from up here are incredible. So we took the yellow line to the silver line, and now we are heading towards the red line. We're definitely at a higher altitude. You could feel it like when we were on the Teleférico or the cable cars. We were, like our ears were popping, and you could just tell that we are at a higher elevation right now. They were much more steadier also than I thought they were gonna be. I was a little nervous about riding them, but it was like a really smooth ride. We just arrived at the Witches Market, and right here you can see that they have llama fetuses. In the Bolivian culture, they take these fetuses and they bury them underneath buildings in order to bring good luck, and they also use them to honor Pachamama, which is Mother Earth. So these little shops here have different herbs and potions and things like that. So we're gonna walk through and we're gonna show you what we can find.
So we just left the Witches Market and we made our way to Plaza Mayor de San Francisco. And we're also gonna try to find a bite to eat at Mercado Lanza right here in the plaza.
At the Mercado, we didn't find a menu that spoke to us, so we headed back to Sopocachi, and that's how we ended up at Manq'a. And honestly, this place is way more than just a restaurant. Manq'a, which translates to food, trains and empowers young, marginalized people all across Bolivia through gastronomy, giving them real skills and real opportunities. The food here is modern Bolivian dishes and some seriously creative desserts. We tried this fruit sorbet stick dipped in white chocolate filled with coconut, citrus cream, lemon cream, chive crumble, and crispy yuca, and it was unreal. So not only is the food incredible here, but eating at Manq'a also directly supports the local community and the next generation of Bolivian chefs. We just got here at Café Typica in the Sopocachi area of La Paz. We ordered like typical American breakfast this morning. We needed a little slice from home. So Rodney just got some eggs over hard and I got pancakes, which I normally don't order. So we'll indulge in this, and we have our coffee and our hot chocolate on our way.
After breakfast, we headed back toward our place, but not before walking through one of the local parks here in Sopocachi, Plaza Abaroa. The park was definitely alive with locals and visitors alike strolling around and just enjoying their morning. We also saw young people working on their soccer skills, dribbling, shooting, and passing, and skaters pushing themselves, trying over and over to perfect their tricks. It truly felt like one of those parks where you just grab a bench every day, people watch, and just feel like a part of the community. It was so relaxing but full of energy all at once.
We are on our way to see the Cholita Wrestling match right now. We were the first ones to be picked up. So we're on our bus. And we're going to bring you guys along with us today. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we're on one of these, one of the typical South American buses that locals would travel on. And I've been looking forward to riding on one of these buses. So it's so I'm actually happy now. I'm psyched now. Don't ask me why. I'm just psyched.
Wrestling match right now, and these women here are indigenous women who do wrestling matches, and these wrestling matches were a way for them to combat domestic violence. So we're here supporting them tonight. So we're going to see which women can kick some butt.
Rosita! 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 Rosita!
She's back!
She's back!
So we just got to the Valley of the Moon in La Paz, and in 1963, Neil Armstrong came here and they brought him to this site, and he had just gotten back from the moon, and he was like, wow, it looks like the moon. So they call this area the Valley of the Moon. So we're gonna hike this trail and explore this region here. These rock formations is due to erosion based on water and wind and stuff like that. It almost kind of looks like Cappadocia. So we're gonna just walk down here and we're gonna take you guys with us.
Cactus?
Yeah, I also heard that they have lizards here, and then there's like this other animal, so we have to like be on the lookout for it. Wow.
I just feel like you're in the middle of like a desert.
Yeah, it does.
And then also the cacti with the flowers on it.
Yeah, I love that. So you can see here there's two trails. One is a 15-minute trail and one is a 45-minute trail. So which one are we gonna do?
I guess that is the question.
We're gonna go this way.
So here in the Valle de la Luna, make sure that you get here either early in the morning. I think we got here a little too early in the afternoon. So you could do early in the morning when the sun's not out, or they say come around 3 o'clock. We got here around 2. And I mean, this sun is, this Bolivian sun is taking me out. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, just to see things like this that are created and what science can do, you know?
So different. Like,
Yeah, it's bewildering to me. It's all of those things, right? Like, you know, just to think that there are mountains that are above us or way beyond these spires, so to speak, that weren't touched by this or weren't corroded in the same manner.
yeah.
They were, but they're just all made of different compositions and different minerals. So it changes the complexity of it.
It's so interesting to see
Yeah.
it.
And when you go to different places around the world where you see Cappadocia,
Yeah.
which some people say this reminds them of it, right?
I
But
could see that.
I can see it a little bit. Yeah.
It's
It's a
bit different.
lot of spires
Yeah,
here.
it is.
Yeah. And they're a little more pointy than Cappadocia.
That's crazy to think that Neil Armstrong was like, this looks like the moon. Like, I wonder if this is really what
I'm
the moon
gonna
looks
name
like.
it. Yeah. Valley of the Moon.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh. Look how far down it goes. Crazy. Cute little bench.
Yeah. And it's nice to get out of that sun.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit. Yeah. I mean, the depths down there.
I know. Every single time I go to one of them, I'm like, whoa. This is nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad we decided to come.
Yeah. Incredible. I think if you're in La Paz, this is a must do.
Yeah. We
It's-
were debating
Yeah.
it, but I'm glad we actually did it. It's kind of like a little oasis outside of the city, you know?
It truly is. And it's what, like 10 kilometers, almost like 6 miles outside of the city.
Yeah. It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes from where you are staying.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
Yeah. Just the cactus, like I love that part.
I know.
But
I love that.
these spires and, you know,
So pretty.
it's the place you come to shoot films.
Yeah.
Like if you need one of them Chronicles of Narnia or I don't know, whatever the movies are. Right? I think this is the end of it, right? That didn't seem like 45 minutes. Yeah. I guess when they factor in the 45, they're thinking how many times people are gonna stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valle de la Luna was amazing, and we felt like we stepped into another world with its otherworldly landscapes. La Paz itself is full of life. The streets buzz with people, music, and color, and there's always something happening around every corner. And the food, wow. From street snacks to cozy cafes, every bite is a little adventure. Art and culture are everywhere. Murals, crafts, music. You'll find surprises in every corner. And the views, absolutely stunning. The city below, the mountains around, it's impossible not to be amazed. La Paz is vibrant, exciting, and full of energy. A city you really have to experience for yourself.